Welcome to Sookmobile, your channel for Starfield and other exciting gaming content. If you're new here, thank you for hopping on and please consider subscribing. Today we're going to give a look at 5 things you may have missed in Starfield's gameplay showcase. I know we are all dying for some news about the Starfield Direct coming up soon, but while we are all digging through the nonsensical rumors, there still may be some stuff from the last showcase that you may not have noticed. I've looked through the showcase reveal more times than I could count, and I'm still finding interesting stuff to talk about. If you've already seen all 5 of these, well, I guess you win. Let me know in the comments how close you get. We'll save the hardest ones for last. So for number 1, we have our first look at a child in Starfield. I talked about this for a split second in our last video, but I think it is still worth noting. Having kids in the game is not too notable by itself because they're in Fallout and Skyrim respectively, but with the concept art here, making it seem like kids are a little bit more interactive, and the kids stuff perk that gives us parents makes me think our family might be a lot more interactive in Starfield than we would assume. And it's interesting to think about. Will our parents look like us? How can we interact with them other than giving them money? And can we have a baby with our significant other and watch them grow to a child? Or maybe we see them mature after coming back from some time warping space travel. Or do you need to adopt a child? Or maybe that kid in the concept art is just cargo. There are many ways they could go with it. It's just nice to see them upgrading the family system for this game. For number 2, we have brain implants in the game. This poster seems to advertise neural implants, and the cyberneticist background explains how the Colony War made implants and upgrades available, but you see a greater future where humans and machines are one. This is very interesting in multiple ways. For the story, we may be able to meet somebody who's starting to lean more towards robot and less towards human. Maybe not as far as a robo-brain, but more towards a cyborg. And as far as gameplay, I feel like it would work similar to New Vegas's implants, where you show up at the place, pay for the surgery, and once implanted, you get a bonus to something, whether it's intelligence, charisma, and maybe something even cooler like thermal vision or an equivalent to highlighting enemies. I'm very excited to see where they take it. Third, we have the United Colonies knife. We know from Emil Pagliarulo that we can join the pirate faction and be a pirate, or do the bad things but stay a good guy by being a double agent for the United Colonies. And that alone is super cool, but in this shot we actually see an undercover agent for United Colonies being found out and executed. If you are also undercover, I can't imagine how tense this scene would be. We could assume all this is true by looking at the United Colonies knife he pulls out in his final moments. Number 4, we actually see the Ecliptic mercenaries before that zero-G combat scene. These are by far my favorite enemy we have seen in the game. They seem like the juggernauts of space combat. The fact that they have a power armor like exosuit is insane, and I can't wait to get my hands on one. I imagine just being extremely low level and throwing every grenade I got at one of these guys to see if I could get my hands on one of these. It should help me haul all of the junk I'll be collecting and hoarding throughout my quests. Number 5, we see the trait Serpent's Embrace. It talks about how we grow up worshiping the Great Serpent and that the grab jumping, aka interstellar warping in Starfield, can be addictive, giving bonuses when active but debuffs if one does not continually grab jump. This trait, along with this shot we see of us preparing to grab jump, lead me to think that the Great Serpent these people in this game worship is really just the most efficient form of travel, the path of least resistance. Instead of flying directly to our destination, burning fuel to fight certain gravity fields along the way, we actually fly past and around star systems using their gravity as a slingshot towards our own goal, thereby using our fuel as efficiently as possible. And lastly, as a bonus one, I thought this one was super cool. In this poster we see on Neon, it is a Ryujin Industries poster. What I thought was super cool about this is the word Ryujin and how it relates to this dragon and Neon as a whole. Ryujin is a dragon who is the patron god of the sea in Japanese mythology. He symbolizes the power of the ocean. What better name for a company who makes a living off of an ocean planet? It is so neat to see Bethesda pull from world history. And with that, we're going to wrap this one up. As always, I really appreciate you guys and hope you enjoyed the video. If you did find this informative and or enjoyable, please consider liking the video and subscribing for more Starfield and gaming content. I really hope to catch you here next time, or maybe on the Discord and Twitch links down below. Later.